Okay, so what y'all just witnessed was Dejima, which was, or here, how about we do Jonathan's Hot History Minute. I'm going to try to sum up this in about a minute. So in the early 16th century, this was, Dejima means like outward island, so it was actually infilled land, so it was made to house some Portuguese traders, because the Portuguese in the early 17th century were doing what the Portuguese were doing and traveling all around the world. However, the timing was pretty bad because they were here for a whole hot minute before the closing off of Japan happened, which meant that they were expelled because the Christians were starting to ruffle a few feathers, because that's what Catholics do, is they want to convert people. And the Japanese government didn't like that at the time. So they pushed at the Portuguese, but then, and so this was actually unused for a few years, but then the Dutch, the sneaky Dutch, they came in because they had the opportunity to do some commerce here, because the Protestants, as we all know, are heathens. And rather than convert people to the correct religion of Catholicism, they decided that their way to godliness was through commerce. And so they started setting up shop and doing a bunch of trade, and that's what they did during the Edo period. So this was the place to be during the Edo period if you wanted to talk to the outside world. Everyone says that Japan was all closed off for 218 years. Yes, but this spot, Nagasaki, this particular spot was like the place. If you wanted to get rid of some copper or silver, or if you wanted to get some silk, this was the place to do it. Or sugar. Hence why all of the desserts from around here involve sugar, including castella, which I'm gonna eat at some point, and sugar. Anyway, so Meiji period, that's when Japan opened back up to the rest of the world. So this wasn't the only hot spot anymore. A bunch of the buildings were restored, and this whole kind of area was converted from being a commerce and storage center to being kind of what it is now, kind of like a cultural, historical thing. And so during the Meiji period is when the new buildings, if you notice the blue and green like Western style buildings, that's when those were built. And so it kind of became like an international cultural plaza, basically. And now it's a museum. So there's your Dejima Hot History Minute, or Hot History 2 minutes. Hope you enjoyed.